Look around, feel it in your bones. The world doesn't just seem off, it's screaming that something's wrong. Every day, more people feel stuck, trapped inside the same old patterns, the same tired goals that never satisfy. That constant ache, that slow burn inside, like you're running on a treadmill that only speeds up but never leads anywhere. The problem isn't just the world out there, it's the way the system is built to keep you small, obedient, invisible. It's designed to reward the average, the quiet, the safe, and punish anything that dares to stand out, to rebel, to be real. You were made for more than this. You weren't meant to live a borrowed life, repeating rules you never agreed to, playing a role written by someone else. And yet, how many times have you felt that fire inside you getting smothered by comfort, that terrifying silence when you realize freedom is just a word handed to you while you're shackled by invisible chains? It's brutal because it's disguised as progress. The world tells you, just fit in, conform, do your bit, and calls it success. But deep down you know, that's not your story. You're done waiting, done pretending. The pain of staying small is worse than the fear of breaking free. This is where impact investing steps in. It isn't just a buzzword or a trend. It's a revolution wrapped in hope, a way to fight back by using what you've got, the money, the choices, the voice, to build a future that doesn't just look good on paper, but actually changes lives. Imagine this: investing your resources not just to make profit, but to blow the roof off the old system, to nourish ideas, businesses, and movements that care about the planet, about people, about justice. Impact investing is the weapon you didn't know you had, one that tears down walls rather than builds cages. You've seen the headlines. Everyone's obsessed with it now. But here's the truth. The explosion of interest isn't because it's easy. It's because the pain of sitting still, doing nothing, and letting the same broken rules win has become unbearable. People are waking up, hungry for a way out of the mess that's been handed to them. They want investments that reflect who they are, values, passions, the raw fire inside that refuses to be tamed. It's not about charity or sacrifice, it's about power. Power to create, to disrupt, to heal a system designed to reward obedience instead of courage. Here's what's shocking. This movement is not just for the big players, for the rich or the famous. It's for the restless, the fighters, the ones who know in their gut that money can be more than numbers on a screen. It can be a voice, a tool, a spark that lights up whole communities. Impact investing takes that pulse of rebellion and turns it into concrete change. It's where finance meets soul, where ambition meets purpose. If you've ever felt trapped by the idea that money is just money, thinking it can't be anything more, this slams that door shut. But here's the kicker. If you want to join this movement, you have to be ready to reject comfort, to understand that real change never happens by playing safe or waiting for permission. You have to be ready to be the exception, the one who refuses to settle for the status quo. The world rewards obedience, yes, but impact investing rewards boldness. The people who put values over convenience, vision over tradition. It's about asking the hard questions. Where is my money going? Who does it serve? Am I building a future or just funding the familiar decay? Wake up to this. The system outside wants you to believe that progress only comes from the center, from following the rules and fitting in. But real progress, the kind that shapes the future, always sprouts from the edges, from the few who dare to be different, who burn with a mission that can't be tamed by borders or parties or old money moves. Impact investing is that edge. It's the place where power breaks free, where individuals stop being cogs and start leading revolutions. It's for the irreplaceable, the ones who know waiting is losing. If you hold back here, if you think this isn't for me, ask yourself, then what are you waiting for? The world is littered with people who lost their chance because they listened to the noise telling them to conform. But those who embrace impact investing, those who dare to link their money to their soul, become unstoppable. They don't just move their money, they move mountains. They don't just wait for change, they create it. Imagine a ripple that grows into a wave that sweeps away the old guards of greed and silence, the fake promises of comfort, and the hollow slogans of freedom. Impact investing is not about quick wins or easy gains. It's about playing the long game, the eternal game. It's about patience mixed with rebellion, about aligning with the few who burn like you do, not the many numb masses who drift along. It teaches that freedom isn't given, it's seized, that life isn't something easy to be handed, but something to be carved out with grit, fire, and unrelenting will. Through every investment, every choice, you declare you're not here to fit in or bow down. You're here to rise up and shape your own reality. This is where true power lies, not in blindly trusting a system that was built to grind you down, but in becoming sovereign. Your will, your weapon. Impact investing calls you to question everything the world has told you about money, success, and meaning. It asks for your courage to stand apart, to refuse the easy path of obedience, to redefine what it means to be wealthy. Because imagine wealth that doesn't separate you from humanity, but ties you closer to it. Wealth that fights climate change, lifts communities, and drives innovation that saves lives. That's not fantasy. That's what impact investing is building right now. Don't let the comfort trap fool you. That smile of the system, it's a liar. That illusion of freedom, it's a cage. It's time to break those chains with every dollar you invest. Not for applause, not for show, but because deep inside you know your money is your vote in the world's future. Impact investing lets you cast that vote loudly, clearly, and with fire. You don't have to be a perfect expert. Start small if you have to, but start now. Dive deep into where your money goes. Build relationships with people who share your fire. Fuel businesses and ideas that stand for the edge, not the center. Because the future doesn't belong to the quiet, the compliant, or the critics who only watch. It belongs to the rebels, the doers, the few who refuse to be forgotten. This movement is not about erasing differences, but about celebrating them, about forging strength from the unique and rare. When you invest with impact, you join a tribe that looks beyond borders, beyond flags, beyond comfort zones. You become a citizen of a new world that honors individuality and uses it to unite and uplift. This is no casual choice. It's the difference between watching life happen and making life happen. Feel that tension inside you, the one that says, I was meant for more. That's no accident. That's your true voice calling you to stop living on the sidelines and start owning your power. Impact investing lets you do that. It's your action, your rebellion, your transformation, not just for the money or the headlines, but for the raw, unshakable freedom that comes with building a world where you matter in every sense. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've been wondering what role you could play to make things real, tangible, and lasting, this is where you start. There is no easy road here, no shortcuts. But if you're ready to burn rather than bend, to question rather than obey, to create rather than consume, then welcome to impact investing. The space where your money stops being just money and becomes your burning will to change everything. Every second you hesitate, others are moving forward, building futures, healing wounds, breaking molds. Don't let that be you in the rearview mirror, swallowed by silence. This is your moment to rise, to refuse the fake comfort, to refuse what's easy and comfortable and safe. This is your chance to unleash the real you, the one who's done living by someone else's rules. Keep watching, keep leaning in, because every second matters. Every idea captured, every feeling understood, every choice made here takes you deeper into a world where you don't just survive, you thrive. A world where impact investing isn't just a trend, but a lifeline to building a future that's bold, urgent, and alive with possibility. This isn't for everyone. Only those who hear that unbearable silence inside and decide to roar. Only those who refuse to be forgotten. Only those who are ready to seize freedom, redefine reality, and become the rare few who don't just dream, but do. Stay with this feeling. Let it grow. Let it burn. Because impact investing isn't just what's happening now. It's what the future needs. And you are exactly what this future demands.